You are listening to the My 1 Cent podcast. Thanks and enjoy.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Greetings and salutations from the My 1 Cent podcast. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, gentlemen. Another Monday evening in the fine city, or at least my fine city of Miami Lakes, but the beautiful South Florida area, which the weather is getting nice and chilly again, which is a beautiful thing because I love that weather. It was hot as fuck today and yesterday, and today it's already nice and cooling off outside. As always, the usual suspects here joining me, Alex, Brandon, Justin. Gentlemen, how we doing? How was your weekends?
That's good.
Excellent.
Ended up with a fin- same time.
Every weekend is good after a Fins dub, baby.
Correct, I agree. It's a victory Monday, which makes doing the show a lot easier because I don't want to talk about losses. I don't like talking about losses. I want to talk about victories. And hopefully we're talking about a victory next week, but we'll get into that because that's big. That's huge. It's a huge game coming in next week. But that's not what we're going to talk about right now. We're going to talk about the victory from this weekend, which was not. I mean, any win is good, obviously, but it was an ugly win. I felt like that we should have looked a lot better. Obviously, the second half we came out. Defense was looking good. I mean, points. Defensively, points wise, we kept it at what we do. Offensively, though. And what bothers me the most about the offense, the way it looked in the first half, is that they go to him. They go to fucking Tua. Tua's the reason that. And then fucking, I think I texted one of you guys about was it Boomer Esiason? Mm-hmm. I think it was halftime. I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but he was like, "Oh, put in Fitzpatrick. It's instant offense." Yeah, instant turnover. You never know. Maybe Tua might have won that not Denver. Might have won the was it the Denver game?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have won that game. Who knows? The young kid does stupid shit, gets out there. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. It already passed. We can't do anything about it. The point is, people are stupid. That's the fucking point. Even these guys who get paid to make these comments and these, analyze games and analyze players, and you would think, I mean, I like the guy. The guy's a reputable, broadcaster. But I thought that was a very stupid thing to say. Especially after he had already been benched once. It's not going to happen again. It'd have to be. Is there anything, before we get to you guys, is there anything, we'll do this fast, is there anything he can do now to get benched?
No.
Even a 5-interception game, we get romped by Kansas City or something? No? Okay, all right.
Gotta let him go through it. Gotta let him go fight through adversity.
I agree. That's why I'm just trying to, I feel the same. So, yeah, we got KC coming in next week, so I definitely would have liked to have looked better than we did. Especially with that game. Good thing we're at home, so that's an advantage, I guess. That's a plus for us to be here.
Did AJ Green play on Sunday, by the way?
Yeah.
He
did. And I only know that because when Noah hit the field, unfortunately, when Noah hit the field, they mentioned that he was covering. He was on AJ Green or something. I mean, hey, look, I don't. He didn't get. At least this game, he wasn't getting beat like he was in the other game.
No, he wasn't getting beat, but I did see him on AJ Green a couple of times, and I was like, dude, what the fuck are we doing, dude?
And how many catches does AJ Green have?
How many targets did AJ Green have?
But how many catches? Because they were throwing away from him.
Let's see the numbers.
So here's a Noah watch. I have it written down. Here's a Noah watch. 9 tackles in 12 games. That's it. For a first round pick.
How many times he was thrown out yesterday?
For a first round pick. Round pick. Thank you.
All right. So you're telling me this is exactly why we didn't draft him.
Waste a first round pick for 9 tackles. Yeah.
Worse. Yeah. So you're telling me that. Okay. Yeah. Take Nick Needham, who's played very well out of the slot, right? Who's played better than all of us expectation. And then when David Howard or Byron Jones goes out, which happened, and then you put in him, and he gets no targets against him and no catches against him.
I also saw him.
Okay,
I also saw him take over Byron Jones and get absolutely fucking
against Stephon Diggs, the top 5 wide receiver.
Yeah, look, I will say this: if we're gonna really go back to the that game,
sir,
listen,
he got beat by David Moore in the Seattle Seahawks game. Who is David Moore?
I'm not saying that, but you went to the first game, which is the Bills game. That one is a fucking. He gets a mulligan there, dude. He went up against probably the best route runner in the league. You're not. It's that nobody was stopping. Nobody was stopping.
And that day, I put it on Brian Flores. I put it on Brian Flores for putting him out there.
The kid still, had to do it, and he did it. So, because if he would have played well, nobody would be saying shit. Obviously.
No,
but
big if.
Point
If
is,
my grandma had balls, it'd be my grandpa.
The next game, well, probably does. I don't know. The next game, yeah, he got beat by other guys. You're right.
By bums.
We've had guys.
He's a rookie playing against pros.
Who shouldn't be on the line?
Jeff Okuda lighting up the league right now? Let me know. You let me know if Jeff Okuda, the third pick in the draft, is lighting it up. That's all I got to say. You let me know. He has one interception. All right. Number 3 pick.
We don't need
on 9 years, bro.
One at a time.
We didn't need Noah, is the point. We didn't need him to have 9 tackles in 12 games.
He's also not getting a lot of playing time either. It's not like he's playing.
Has he earned it?
Okay, fine. You're right. But he's not. But still, don't give him the shit about the tackles because he's not getting time on the field.
Okay, bro. You know what?
Let me ask you something.
You know what, bro?
To
pleasure you guys. This kid shouldn't even be on the team. How about that?
I don't agree with the pick. I've told you
we
that.
Shouldn't have even picked him.
I don't agree with the pick, but we have him. So
because neither you, neither me, neither Justin, neither Alex even knew who the fuck he was before the draft started. I'm sure when he got drafted, you guys were like, who?
Well, even the guys.
Because you said the same thing about who's Brandon Jones. Who knew Brandon Jones? I didn't know Brandon Jones.
Neither did I.
And he's
I'm sorry.
90%
hold on.
He's out playing the 30th pick in the draft by a wide margin.
What round was Brandon Jones? To be fair, you can't compare the first round guy to a fourth round guy. I mean, we didn't know who that guy was either, but he was a fourth rounder, and he's playing past what we drafted him at anyway. So that's a bad example in a sense, but I understand what both of you guys are trying to say. I really do. Look, I don't agree with the pick. I've said it. I don't agree with him at that number, at that position, at that pick. Does he turn out to be a fucking stud in 2-3 years? Maybe. Who the hell knows? It took 2 years for Xavier Howard, and he's the best cornerback in the league now. So yes. With Brandon, we didn't need him. I agree with Justin too, though, that if Brian Flores saw potential and he's going to work and make this kid another Xavier Howard, then I'm okay with it too. Now, the thing that I would have really been angry with is if it was like our first or even our second pick. That it was our third pick. So in that sense, that luxury tag, because I was saying it for the running back, falls in it too. So I mean, we got him. That's the point. It really doesn't matter. I would like for the kid to play better, and I hope he does. I mean, look, he had no targets this weekend. We got to take the small victories, and hopefully it's a pattern starts to develop, and the kid starts getting more playing time. Maybe he starts playing better. I don't know, bro. But the point is we have him. He's on our team. So what are you going to do? You going to hate on the kid forever? No. Let's just see what happens. We don't agree with the pick. We already said that. Plain and simple. I don't even – honestly, look, I know Justin likes the pick for the most part, but I think deep down inside he would have been – I know he would have been okay going on their route too, though, because like you said, he didn't know who he was either. Nobody did.
Nobody did.
And I feel like we could have got him later. If he was, if he was in our radar, I think I don't think there's the team behind us was dying to take Noah, right after us. He could have got him later. But you know what? This is not what this show is going to be about. I'm not going to do that. We got into this fucking, what do you call that shit? This vortex. I wish I got to get that little vortex.
Take Nick Needham out of the equation, because if Nick Needham goes down, Noah doesn't replace him. Noah cannot play the slot. I don't know. I say it every week. Every week I say it on the podcast. The kid is not a slot corner. He will look even worse if he has to cover the slot.
That's it. We'll cross that bridge if we get there. So I'll go around, you guys. We'll recap the game. Give me your goods and your bads or whatever the fuck you want to talk about the game specifically. And then we'll move on. No more Noah talk, please, because he had a good game. So, let's just move on. Alex, I'm going to start with you, Alex. You've been pretty quiet. These guys are a little worked up, so I'm going to let them get a breather.
Hey, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Alex, can I get a comment on the Noah had a good game, please?
I mean, did he not have a? Did he fuck up?
How many snaps did he play?
He fuck up?
Can we get a stat guy?
Did he fuck up?
A stat guy. Can we get how many snaps he played? Bro, they had Ryan Finley at quarterback, bro. They're not going to target him, dude.
Don't act like the kid. Hey, but he didn't fuck up, though. That's the point. He's been playing like shit. He didn't play like shit.
AJ Green didn't even want to be there, bro. You saw it on the sideline. It's okay, bro. I'm done. I'm just done.
This is gonna be a different conversation in 6 days. We'll see.
It has negativeness. That's all it is.
Against Mahomes, we'll see how that works. What kind of response we'll get next week.
Right.
We'll see. Good. I want the kid to be a fucking superstar because we have him, and we wasted
Look,
that pick.
and look, before I give my take on the game, like, look, I'm not wishing failure on the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Brandon is.
No, I'm not, bro.
Yes,
when have I said I wish failure on him?
Dying for the guy to fail so you can be
No,
right,
bro.
dude.
I just every week we get reminded what a shitty pick it was. I do not. Do you really think I'm here cheering for the Dolphins, saying, "Oh my God, bro, I hope this guy gets bombed"? You really think that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, because he cost us the fucking Bills and Seattle game, but I was so happy when that happened. The fuck out of here, bro. Go, bro. I can't. I don't even want to answer to that bullshit.
Love that shit, bro.
I don't even want to answer to that dumb fuck. That dumb fuckery.
You're dying for the guy to just be horrible so you can have something to come. So you can say, "Look, I was fucking right. I told you. I fucking told you."
No,
I know it, bro. Keep that inside, bro. You're negative, dog.
I don't. I'll never wish. What the fuck just happened?
There we go. Am I back?
What's happening here?
I don't know, bro. This guy's trying shit out.
I'm just changing the screen around. That's it. They got nothing to do with y'all.
He
Keep
does
talking.
it. He does it mid podcast and shit.
What'd you say?
You do it mid podcast. Why don't you do this while we were offline?
I did it last time in podcast and nobody saw nothing. So shut the fuck up.
Well, now we are.
I don't care. You're fine. Everybody's rolling.
He
See,
played
look, now you
42%
talking about me
of the
killing the fucking vibe?
And bro,
Right?
Washington just got a game-winning pick. It looks like.
Number one vibe killer, nigga.
Looks like Washington got the pick.
All right, so
it was me, right?
yeah, I don't know, man. This shit just went off the rails now. They want to bitch about shit. There we go. Fuck. I'm trying to get this fucking grid back. Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
No, bro. I mean, look. You know, a win is a win, obviously, but there's still concern of going forward with this team. You know, it's 3 games in a row against 3 shitty teams that we cannot score more than 20 points. That's unacceptable, man. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Bengals, Jets, and Broncos, we scored 20 points or less. That can't happen anymore. Because now the tail end of our schedule, we got good teams coming up. You know, with KC, New England apparently looks better. They destroyed Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the Raiders. And then we end against Buffalo. We're not going to beat any of those teams if we're putting up 20 points. I'm sorry, it's not happening. You know what I mean? Kansas City puts up 20 points in 1 quarter. So potentially. So I mean, this week, bro. I mean, our offense this week again. Gaskin did. The running game was a little bit better, but again, we have fumbling issues. None of our running backs can hold on to the ball except Patrick Laird when he's running. So we have an issue running the ball. Holding on to the ball. And again, it should have been 27 points, but Jakeem Grant can't hold on to that ball. That was a perfect throw.
That was a perfect throw.
You know what I mean? That bomb that he dropped, I mean, you got to catch that ball, man. Offense was fine. I know we have some injuries with Eric Flowers. I don't know how long he's going to be out with his injury. Defensively, I didn't have a problem. We played great. I mean, Cincinnati's team sucks, so I can't really measure. Xavier Howard obviously had a pick again. He might have a pick every game the rest of the season, for that matter. I think Needham had a pick, if I'm not mistaken. So he's been very good as well. And then I know Landon Roberts got hurt, so I don't know how long he's out. So we got some injuries to work around this week against the juggernaut of Kansas City. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. If we play like this week, we're going to get destroyed. I'm sorry.
Destroyed.
The only comfort I take out of it is that our defense is good.
Yeah.
That I can take into that game right now.
And the key against Kansas City is we're going to have to put pressure by not rushing. It's going to have to be our front 4 consistently. Because if we blitz Mahomes and we're one-on-one against all these guys, we can't cover every one of them.
Right.
I mean, Kelsey's going to be a problem. More so than Tyreek Hill. Because Tyreek Hill, I feel, we're going to put, X-Man and then someone on top of, but
right.
Kelsey's going to be an issue.
X-Man. You put X-Man on Hill with help. You put Byron on Sammy, and then the matchup of the day is going to be Needham and Miko Hardman. So
Right. So I mean, I hope we'll see. It's gonna be very interesting because I mean they're gonna have to put Noah in the game because we they play 4 or 5 wide at times, so he's gonna have to play. So that's gonna be interesting. If it's covering DeMarcus Robinson, Sammy Watkins. So it's gonna be interesting.
Watkins is back. I thought he was still hurt.
I think he's coming back. I think
he played this week.
Yeah. So. And then obviously they have Hilaire, Le'Veon Bell, so they got guys.
It's gonna be a problem, bro.
It's gonna be a problem. The main concern I have with the Dolphins' offense, aside from the fumbling issues, is again we gotta score touchdowns in the red zone. I think there was 2 or 3 times that we couldn't score a touchdown. That's unacceptable. You can't do that.
Right.
As much as I love to see Jason Sanders, keep on his.
I mean, I'd like to see something other than a fade route every single fucking time now that we're in the fucking.
And that's a problem. They keep throwing the same play call inside the 10-yard line.
And I know he throws a beautiful pass, it's his favorite thing, like Brandon said earlier, before we started. But
yeah. And what I want to see more of, I don't know if you guys remember that play that they did like a sweep to Jakeem Grant, and he just took it to like 20, 30 yards. Mm-hmm. They got to do more of that misdirection.
Somebody must have been listening to the podcast because we were talking about that last week.
Man, it's like the same. It's like very similar plays. And Kansas City, I mean, their defense is not great, but they're gonna pick up on it. So,
what's your thoughts on the unproductive pass rush?
Me?
Yep.
No. This week was a lot better, but I mean, again, Cincinnati has the worst pass protection in the league. So I mean, their offensive line is bad. That's why Joe Burrow has a broken leg right now. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately,
Ogba another 9 pressures and 5 QB hits.
Yeah, and Van Noy had 3 sacks, I think.
3 sacks.
So, I mean, it was good. All around, it was or 2, whatever. It was a good game.
Shaq Lawson.
How many?
Shaq Lawson had 2.
How many sacks does Jadeveon Clowney have? Can anybody look that up real quick? I think it's 0. But I just want to double check.
Is he playing?
Yeah.
Is he playing?
Yeah. Can somebody find out how many sacks Jadeveon Clowney has? Because I know a lot of people were saying that we should have taken Clowney instead of signing Van Noy, Lawson, and Ogba. That they said we should have taken all our money and put it to Clowney instead of those 3 guys. Can somebody just check that real quick?
I didn't know Clowney was. Who the fuck is he playing for?
Titans. Exactly. You don't even know who he's playing for.
I didn't even know he was playing. I thought he wasn't playing. Exactly. I thought he was still sitting out.
But I'm saying that just proves my point.
Well, I know one thing. I said I didn't want to give him shit, so I'm good on that. I didn't want him anyway, so I'm glad.
Yeah, 0 sacks.
Yeah, 0 sacks. Okay, that's what I thought. Carry on.
Yeah, 0.
I remember multiple people saying that they wanted him on this team. So
I'm not gonna lie. I actually wanted him. But not like in addition to what we had.
Correct. No, I didn't want him.
Yeah, no, of course.
I mean,
I didn't want to pay him the money.
Sorry to butt you off, but this is, we're Dolphin fans, and 17 seconds left. Washington just hit a field goal to go up 23-17.
Yeah. And they're reviewing a fumble in the Buffalo-San Fran game.
Fuck, I don't have a TV where I do the show, and I'm in the kitchen. I don't have a TV out here. Fuck. Anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna jump down to Justin, let him get his thoughts out of the way regarding the game, and then we'll finish up with you.
The defense is elite. I mean, it's top 2 defense in the league. I mean, I don't care who you play, any team. I mean, the only thing we did wrong was Byron Jones got caught on Nick Needham on that outplay, but for that 73-yard touchdown or whatever it was. But other than that, we shut down, played well. I mean, the defense just tore it up. I know we're not playing like the best team in the league but whatever, but you still got to show up and play no matter who you are. Right. And they look good. The defense it always comes out and play. I mean, you could tell we miss Christian Wilkins a lot. Yeah. He really does bring that different type of energy that just gets everyone going. I mean, you saw how many somersaults he did when he thought he scored a touchdown.
Yeah, that was funny.
He just brings the energy. It's great to watch. I mean, you could feel it from here, honestly.
Right.
Our offense, I mean, the first half we were lethargic per usual. I mean, we're used to Chan Gailey not opening up. But I feel like someone kicked him in the ass, and in the second half we started going no huddle, high pace. Yep. We started going, and the only problem is that red zone. It is the red zone, but that's what you expect when you have Myles Gaskin as your running back and you run it 4 straight times with him, or you're not getting creative enough, to throw. The thing is I think we have too much tall talent that we think we could just phase route with Devontae Parker, Gesicki, and Shaheen. Because they're all taller than like the one against
even Mac Hollins.
Shaheen.
Yeah, Hollins has size too.
But the one we did with Adam Shaheen, I think if Adam Shaheen just ran a little bit more, that's probably a touchdown. I mean, Tua put the ball where you needed to put the ball a lot today. And, in the first half, he was missing throws, but he was missing throws that we all want him to miss, right? Well, if you were going to miss. He was throwing a lot of throws downfield, back shoulder. He was doing a lot of things that people were like, oh, Fitzpatrick does that. Why doesn't Tua? And it was relieving to see him because, now you could tell he's getting more comfortable. I mean, he's still a rookie. He's not going to, it's not every day you see a Justin Herbert go down the field and get 300 yards a game, but look how he looked against the Dolphins and looked how he just looked against fucking the 69 passing yards that Cam Newton had last week. I mean, they didn't do shit. They got shut out.
Justin Herbert, 50 attempts and couldn't pass for more than 205 yards. Bro, guy's an ass, bro.
So, I mean, like, we're all – and the Washington Redskins won. Pop the bottle, 72 Dolphins. Anyways. But, I thought they played real well. I mean, shit. I mean, I would take I'm going to take a win regardless. Ugly, pretty, against this, against that. I mean, shit, if we beat Kansas City, hypothetically 19-7, I'm taking that every day. I mean, I doubt we're going to fucking do that.
They're a Super Bowl contender, so you take that win anyways.
So the main thing I'm looking for next week, since, we're talking about next week, is, like you said, Travis Kelce. And who's going to be on Travis Kelce? The tight end eraser himself, Eric Rose. So if he has a big game and, he could, suit up. And I know the Denver game was depressing, but look what they did against Kansas City. I mean, They just allowed 22 points, and with one of the best offense, if not the best offense in the league. So, I mean, that helps with the whole Tua situation, how our offense didn't look that great, but that defense is surely not terrible. So, I mean, it gives us hope. I mean, it gives me hope. And I think we could move the ball. But if we continue to do what we did against the second half against the Bengals, I think our offense should be just fine.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I do think that Miami should be able to move the ball against KC's defense. I do think it's a good matchup because I do think that what KC does good, we have personnel to go, to go against it. But offense gonna have to score at least 24 this Sunday, to compete. I think, but I do think we have the matchups to compete with KC. That's a fact. Yeah, Fourth quarter game, in my opinion.
Definitely, the offense has to hum this weekend. There can't be any. We can't have this first half, second half shit this week.
You gotta think about what to keep pace, man. It's
like I said. The one comfort I do have is that our defense is elite. Yeah. So it's not a case of can we keep up with them offensively and just touchdown for touchdown match them up.
And we
might not have to. So
we're gonna have to mix up coverages. We can't just play man the entire game. You're not gonna be able to do that.
A lot of guys. I mean, look. I know some of the guys. I know the Watkins, obviously Hill, Hardman. He's all right. I mean, Robinson is all right, and these guys they work for them.
Watkins is not what he used to be. Even with Kansas City now, I don't think he's that great. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm just for naming their more talented guys they have.
All the other guys they have is Hill. They have Hill, Kelce, and they have Hilaire now and Bell. But. They don't.
What I mean is you can't shake off some of the other guys, like you said, the Hardman, the Robinson. Those guys, they'll make a play in a certain game that that's the one that fucking kills the team and shit. So we have to. They have a lot of guys that can go out there and run around that fucking field, and he's gonna have a lot of fucking targets to throw the ball to. We have to stop that. That's the same. My comfort going into this game is our defense.
But I mean, it's gonna be more of a let's see how many games Devontae Parker gets after throwing 14 fucking haymakers and hitting one of their water people. I mean, we don't even know what offensive weapons we're going to have. We might roll out there and have Mac Hollins or
he's not suspended.
Lynn Bowden Jr.
He got some playing time this week at least. He made a lot. Dude, what the fuck what are they waiting for to get Callaway involved? I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get it.
I saw him out there though.
Yeah, he was out there blocking or something. That's it. That's why he did something. He tackled this guy on a fumble or something.
Oh yeah, he did tackle on the Gaskin fumble. Yeah. You know what should have happened when Nick Needham got that interception, and Michael Thomas tackled him? I would have said something to Michael Thomas or did.
You would have said something, bro. I would have taken his fucking knee out. Never playing football again.
Dickhead, bro. Dickhead. I love Brian Flores. That's my guy.
Bro, that guy, bro. I love that guy. Went out there. I was like, "You're coach, good job." Now, I want to know who he was actually screaming at, though. It didn't really
Coach.
so
Mike
many
Taylor.
people there, you know.
The coach.
But I didn't see. I saw some of the coaching staff, but I can't really tell that.
He was going after the coach.
And he had the mask, so I didn't see how close he even got. But that's just. And then he comes out. We need to be more poised.
Coaches always go after the coach because they think that it's them putting the players up to it. So it's all right.
That was great, bro. That was great. Actually, I want to look up the video. I forgot about this. The Brian Cox, his rookie year. We played Cincinnati.
I just posted it on or reposted it on Twitter.
Oh, I gotta find it then. Yeah, I've been wanting to look for it today to see it again because that shit was crazy. That boy nuts, boy. I love that guy. Someplace for us.
But he'll be out there though. They already came out early this morning, like at 9 a.m., saying that there will be no suspensions for that only fines. So he'll be out there.
I mean, first of all, Parker got hit. He didn't throw the punch originally. This nigga smacked him in the face first.
Yeah, but he started throwing some shit, but he knocked one of the coaches out or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that.
He laid his ass out, bro. He fucking said, "Bow!" Right hook.
Yeah, but that was after he got pushed
in
the face first. He got pushed first in the face.
Yeah, again, bro, this is the NFL and Roger Goodell. They don't look at it like we look at it. They look at it. You threw a punch, suspended. They literally just threw Xavier Howard out. They threw Xavier Howard out for open handing the guy's shoulder pad.
Yeah, that was
the fuck.
That was ridiculous for those suspensions.
They were like, let's make this game more fair. Let's take the best corner in football out of the game and let's try to make it more competitive.
Why does the ref have to say is disqualified? Why can't he say ejected? I think it sounds better than he is disqualified from the game. No, he's ejected from the game. Ejected. It feels more. It's like the word cunt. It just cuts.
Whoa.
Ejected, not.
Sponsorship. Blur that shit out. Whoa. God, you do this once every 3 episodes. You just say something that you just can't say in America, bro.
Why can't I say the word cunt?
Oh my God, bro. The other week you were saying something about gays. Bro, you're saying the F word, the FAG word, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? Relax.
One thing that will never be said in the same sentence is faggots and cunt. So,
bro,
that guy's on a tear today.
What are you doing?
So anyway,
that's it. Bro. You're canceled.
This is cancel me, bro.
You're disqualified.
I'll start another show.
You're canceled.
And I'll get canceled with that one.
You're disqualified.
Cancel. Yes, I've been.
Skype is going
to disqualified.
Skype is going to suspend your account.
Oh, that's hilarious. I should hashtag that shit too. Faggots and cunts. That'd be a good hashtag.
Don't do that.
Listen,
that's the stupidest thing you can do.
By the way, so Justin, faggots is actually a thing of sticks.
Oh, come on, man.
It's to rest something or to start a fire or something. And I only know this because of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And they said it, and I looked it up, and it's actually true.
I thought the fag was the end of a cigarette.
So I am talking about the stuff you burn, which is funny because faggots are flamers too. So fire and flamers, and it all just works out, bro. It all just works perfect together, in harmony. So anyway,
Jesus.
What are we talking about? Because you guys
just went on a tangent of fags and cunts. Like what?
Oh, because
what
you
is
don't like that I said cunt. Why? What's the word? What's wrong with that word cunt? Explain to me. Tell me. What's wrong with that word?
Bro, it's a dirty word, bro. That's an England word, bro. Are you from England? Or are you from Miami?
Curse on here all the time.
How about you just say dolly like 1,000 times?
What if I say cocksucker? Is that better for you?
Yeah, that's way better.
Okay. Weird.
Just keep saying cocksucker. That's fine.
Just cunt, man. It cuts like a knife. I love it. Cunt. What do you want to do,
bro?
This has become the cunt show. Let's go.
Guy.
So now some of y'all mentioned the running game. I'm not even. It's a broken record every week. We talk about the same shit. We don't have a fucking running game, and I'm not gonna get into why we don't have a running game. We'll just address it next season when we have the opportunity to do it. Whether we go free agent or we go draft or we do both. Who the fuck knows? Now we've already started talking about KC, so I don't. Man, I'm just that. If I'm afraid, this is my biggest fear about that Kansas City game. We stop them on defense. We make our stops. They score. We make our stops. We score. They get. I feel like we're just gonna not make that one. We can't come down to that one stop we don't make, and they do because sometimes I have this thing about other defenses that aren't always great, but they play great against us. You know what I'm saying? They play better against us for some reason. And this is a game where we can't have that happen. We have to go out there offensively, and we have to score points.
Right.
And not field goals.
Yeah.
I don't mind a couple field goals because I know he's going to make them. But I want points. I want 6, 7. Boom, 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 boom.
They're gonna, Kansas City.
Tell me how Jason Sanders isn't leading the kickers in Pro Bowl votes. I don't even think he's in the Pro Bowl. It's ridiculous.
Because Rodrigo Blankenship wears goggles, so
but
it's
Matt Hawk is.
It's cooler.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I mean, if your punter's in there and you're the kicker, the best kicker in the league, that's insane.
I mean, Matt Hawk is a stud too, bro.
Yeah.
He's not better than Jason Sanders. And how is Xavier Howard only an 87 in Madden?
Okay. I think they're better. They're the best. They're the two. Would you say they're the two best of their position, or Hawk? Is there a better?
The Dolphins statistically have the best special teams unit, like all around unit in the NFL.
There's only one kicker better than Sanders. I think it's Justin Tucker. So
he's just been very consistent over his career. I mean, that you can't argue that at all.
Yeah. He's not better than Tucker, bro. I'd rather have Justin Tucker any day of the week.
No, I like
this year, right now, I stick with our guy. He's been. I wouldn't. Why would you even move? But I agree with Tucker.
I wouldn't move on. I'm just saying that.
And wait a minute. One of the field goals we scored was because one guy didn't line up eligible. So I mean, there's so many reasons why we didn't score a touchdown.
2 rookies too. The 2 fucking rookie.
Somebody was saying, they lost the trick play. Like, bro, they probably have so many play calls in that mountaineer shot formation that doesn't even matter, bro. I'm just mad that Hawk didn't get the touchdown.
Bro, he was so high, bro.
I don't even know how they allow that shit, to be honest with you. But it works.
You just gotta line up. You have to have a certain amount of people on the line. That's it.
I get
all line of scrimmage.
Come on, it's not your typical. You're not gonna line up like that at the 50 to fucking run a play. So exactly.
But it's allowed. It's in the rule book. And mind you, the rule book only says this amount of players have to be on the line of scrimmage. It doesn't matter where they're at. They have to be on line of scrimmage.
It's odd that they allow that specific play the way they set it up. I'm just saying. It is what it is. It would have been nice, though, to see it because it was cool to see him run through the end zone and score. Who was it that got it last time? Was it Sanders who scored last time?
Yeah.
Sanders. Matt Hawk flick passed it to Sanders.
Such a beautiful play.
That was nice. So, yeah, we got the juggernaut coming in. Dude, let me tell you, bro, this getting that. I think we can win, obviously. We've been talking about it. We'll go.
And also, too, about the Cincinnati game, everybody, like on the play that Boyd scored a 72-yard touchdown, I put blame on Byron Jones for taking a bad angle, but Brandon Jones saw the play. You have to contain. I think you have to get off your block and contain the outside. So I think it's a little bit of both on them. You gotta hook your guy up. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You gotta contain outside.
All I take out of that is that if it wasn't for a crazy play like that, they probably would have been shut out. So our defense was definitely taking care of business against the less superior team. Give me 1 second, guys.
Well, I think we held them to maybe 20 yards of total offense in the second half. So without that play, they literally had 90 total yards.
I actually think it was less than that.
It was ridiculous, bro.
But yeah, just what I was gonna get at was just that our we can't play like that. Our defense was playing great and our offense was not, and we can't start that way against this team. That's why it really bugs me that we came out in this game like this. Like I really wanted to see a complete, victory from beginning to end. We fucking dominated. We should have dominated this team. We should have.
The last 3 games.
But I mean, the last 3 with the whole benching and then the Fitzpatrick starting for the injury, like things weren't on, they weren't going as when Tua was 3-0, whatever the fuck, and we were moving, and then happened the benching and the hurt. Like we've had a couple games where shit just wasn't right. So yeah, I mean, but this game, I feel like
Buffalo
we went into this game with the fact we should have gone into this game and just done what we had to do. It shouldn't have been what we've done the last 2 weeks. So the last 2 weeks we had issues, the benching and then the injury, and then this was a fresh start in a sense. For Tua back in the starting lineup, ready to go, and I wanted to see a complete game, and we didn't get that. We got a complete half, the important half, the second half, but yeah, we can't do that next week. We can't come out here like that.
We need to make big plays on Sunday. It can't be 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards. No.
And I don't want to be the Debbie Downer or the loser talk guy. But Miami's 8-4. I don't give a fuck. I just don't care if we lose on Sunday. By the way, it has no effect on us. By the way, because
I care.
the Raiders and the Colts have to play each other on Sunday, so that just basically, wishy-washy on both sides, bro. Watches hate the other. So
that Patriots Raiders, the last 3 games of the season are going to be the most important
that
games
Patriots
since
game, I think, is more important.
2016.
That Patriots game, I think, is going to be more important than the Raiders game because the Raiders are not a very good football team. I don't care what none of you guys say, in my opinion. I actually think they're going to lose to the Chargers right before us. So
Chargers or they said the Colts?
They play the Colts. They play the Colts and they play the Chargers again.
Okay. Oh, my bad. You're talking about the second game, the 2 weeks from now. Okay, I get it.
You think the Raiders are horrible?
I don't think they're horrible. I just don't think they're as good as people think. They're a threat to Miami. Maybe record-wise, sure, but as a team, I'm not afraid of Derek Carr. I'm not afraid of their defense at all. I mean, Josh Jacobs. I mean, you can make a case for, but other than that,
Waller.
They got one of the best tight ends. They got one of the best tight ends in football right now.
Yeah, but we got one of the best tight end races in football, so I'm never worried about anybody's tight end like that, man. To be 100% honest with you.
Tight end.
I just don't think they're that good as people think. I don't think they're really that good to really compete against us in the playoff spot.
We need to watch their film against Kansas City because they beat them once and they were competitive the second time. Yeah. So
division matchup.
We gotta watch their film.
I said that last week, that if there's anything we take from the Raiders is how to see if we can get some notes on how they beat Kansas City.
In my opinion, if Jets weren't fucking all-out tanking, they lose on Sunday, by the way.
Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been nice.
That was a tank call.
That was the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Miami Dolphins last year.
Yep.
Call.
Blitzing on the...
And it was worse for them. It was worse for the Jets because that actually lost them the game. They had the game won.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And the Bengals only had 25 yards in the second half.
That's nuts, bro.
I think Tua had more yards in the third quarter than he did the rest of the games.
Did the whole half.
The rest of the quarters, whatever the fuck it was. What is he?
I think Miles Gaskin on the run
he
fumbled had more yards than the Bengals.
I think that was the longest run of the. Wasn't that the longest run of the season up to this point, though? For us,
it's possible.
Without that run,
and it ends up in a fumble, of course, because you have UPS drivers running the ball for you.
Well,
fucking
all of our
and shit.
Our entire DPs are gonna have to be ready for Sunday.
Yeah,
might as well have been Carol Baskin out there running the ball for us, buddy.
Would have killed somebody.
Probably
the fucking Tiger. That's some crazy shit.
Carol Baskin did it, by the way. Just point that out.
Yeah, well, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go around real quick, and I want predictions. I want predictions for the game. I want win or loss. Give me score, and any notes, anything you guys want to add in there. Yeah, I want to do that. I'm gonna start with Justin. Go around the horn this way.
You want my prediction for Sunday?
I want your prediction. I want your take on the game specifically. We'll just dive. Preferably predictions. I want predictions. I want to see, do we win? Do we lose? Do you have a score prediction? Anything.
So we're going against the Chiefs, man. I mean, if you really think that, okay, listen. All right, it's gonna be I think it's going to be 24-35 Chiefs. They get it done. The Dolphins stay competitive, relatively competitive. I think the lack of running is going to show against the Chiefs' decent defensive line. And we're just going to have to throw the ball.
Right.
And the Chiefs, it's the Chiefs, bro. I mean, Tyree, they have way too many weapons. It's the reason why they're 10-1. I mean, or 11-1. They're 11-1.
Yeah, 11-1.
They're elite. They're probably going to win the Super Bowl again. They have the best quarterback that maybe any of us will ever see. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is probably still mad about that because Aaron Rodgers the GOAT. I don't care what anyone says. But Mahomes, man, he's a real dude. That offense is, I mean, with Andy Reid and them, bro, they're so elite that it takes better than elite defense. You got to be completely perfect. You got to have perfect technique. You got to be perfect everywhere. And honestly, this is the game that Bobby McCain is going to get exposed. He hasn't been exposed all year, but his lack of physicality, like the lack of, he's really good, but the lack of his physical nature, like he's not fast enough, he's not big enough. All that is going to show when you see these guys flying past our
Is this the best defense KC's going to play all year?
Of course. We're the best defense in football.
What?
Yes. Well, did they play the Steelers?
No.
Yeah, then we're definitely the best defense because us and the Steelers.
But you think the Steelers are better defensively, like a better unit than us on defense? The Steelers,
Yes.
you guys think?
Yeah, their rush defense is better than ours by a long shot.
Yeah,
Oh, the rush defense. But I'm talking about as a unit. I'm talking about as a unit.
As a unit, still them.
You rather take their defense over ours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like their defensive line a little bit better.
We're not
and I like their front seven better, if that makes sense.
So.
I like their
Front
linebackers
seven,
and TJ Watt better. And then they have Minka and Joe Hayden still there. They're decent. I like our corners better. I like their safeties and linebackers better. And I think TJ Watt's really good.
One thing we didn't mention was the fact that they have.
I don't like their safeties better.
Two good running backs, and we can't stop the run.
Do they have a guy that's even better than Eric Rowe on their team right now?
Who, Steelers?
Mm-hmm.
Minka.
Minka's a free safety though.
You said safety, just a safety, the safety position. Both.
Who's a better strong safety? Minka.
No. We have a better strong safety, but I feel like the gap between Bobby McCain and Minka Fitzpatrick is huge. And it's funny because Brandon Jones is playing the position that we wanted Minka to play, and Brandon Jones is doing that at a high level. So shout out to Brandon Jones. He was everywhere yesterday. Like you see, like someone getting wrapping up, and he just flies in like a missile. I don't know how he gets there, but he's always around the ball. Even the pick, smart play, smartest play I've seen all yesterday. He watched the ball fall into Nick Needham's hand. Usually you see them jumping into each other. Smart play. He's a smart guy, man.
Baby Rashad Jones.
All right, so.
But no, man, I disagree. I do maybe with Bobby, I do, but no, man. Bobby's been playing lights out all year, man. He's been in the right spots. He's covered up. He hasn't been beat on anything that I can remember like that, except maybe that Buffalo game where at the end of the game with John Brown that he might have been able to play back more, but Bobby's been playing some good football, man. And if it wasn't because the ball gets tipped too many times in Pittsburgh and just happens to land in Minka Fitzpatrick's hands, Bobby McCain will be the better player this season. But
we might as well stay with you, so you might as well just keep going and give me your prediction and your talk.
I got 31-24 Chiefs. I got just the MVP and the defending world champs just are too much for us in the fourth quarter.
All right, then Alex, you sir.
I got Kansas City 30.
Yours.
I got 37-24 Kansas City. I think at the end of the day, man, they just have way better weapons on offense than we do. They're like miles ahead of us on offense. We don't have playmakers on offense that can pop, a defense, and they have multiple guys that can do that. And we're gonna get exposed. Because when they start playing 4 or 5 receivers and you have McCain having to cover a guy, our first round pick Noah to cover a guy, they're not gonna be able to cover those guys the whole game. It's impossible. So it's gonna be interesting because they're gonna move around Tyreek Hill, and Xavier Howard's not gonna shadow him every single play. So there's gonna be, but I'm saying like there's gonna be situations where there's gonna be a slot guy on him, and good luck covering him. So but for me, I know Tyreek Hill has been playing amazing, but for me, the guy to stop is Kelsey.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially on third down. So if Mahomes has any sense of time, Kelsey's hard to stop, man. I don't care if we have Eric Rowe. I don't think he's going to be able to cover him the whole game. So if we can't pressure Mahomes consistently without rushing, if it's our forward-man guys have to put pressure. So Ogba has to have a big game. Lawson, all these guys, Vanoy. All these guys have to play big because I'm not really scared of their running game at all, really, because they haven't really run the ball. They're throwing the ball 35, 40 times a game. So,
wasn't there a few weeks ago where that was their MO that day? I forgot a couple of weeks ago they were talking about it on ESPN, them running the ball, and that's what they need to do to be a complete offense. Is run the ball consistently. So they can do it, is what I'm saying.
And the problem is we don't have a running game that can control the clock and keep Mahomes off the field. That's the problem. So, they can score in 30 seconds.
Right.
That's their offense. We don't have guys that do that.
No.
And if a situation that happened last week where Grant drops the ball wide open, you can't win a game like that, man.
Bro. No. That play you cannot do that against this team, bro.
I'm over him being a wide receiver on this team. He needs to be the guy that you pitch the ball to on those plays and have him run for 15, 20 yards consistently. He needs to be the guy kicking and punt returning. He's not the wide receiver. He's proven in the past that he drops balls that he's wide open flying down the field. I mean, shit. You could have Usain Bolt running down the field, but if you can't catch the fucking ball, he's useless. That speed is useless. You just got to get the balls in his hands early, bro. He's just he's not a receiver.
Lynn Bowden looked good, man. That guy stopping.
Yeah, he definitely got
that guy stopping acceleration is on another level, dude.
And I failed to mention this recently. I guess Preston Williams' injury is significant because I haven't heard a word on his injury.
And this is the week that he's actually eligible to come off IR.
Yeah, he was put on IR, so he couldn't even play. The thing, what I'm hearing is that Christian Wilkins injured him on the celebration. That's what I heard. I'm hearing that when Christian Williams gave him the little excited tap on the head, that he twisted his ankle or did that thing while the celebration. So
I feel bad for the kid. You know, it's 2 years in a row that he has significant injuries. You know, right out the gate. So.
The Dolphins are really missing Albert Wilson right now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Albert Wilson would be a fresh air right now. Let
me ask you a question, because I don't remember the dates. Was the day for them to opt out before or after the draft?
After.
So we had already drafted Tua when Albert Wilson decided to opt out. Okay.
Correct.
He would have been great.
He would have.
He would. Look, well, I'm gonna go against the grain. What the fuck? Why not? Three of you picking against the Dolphins, which is fine. They're smart picks. You guys make good points. I'm gonna go against the grain because I feel like it's one of those games that we have. Okay, maybe like you said, we don't have the playmakers to match them in a sense. Like we can't score the way they can score in a certain way. You know, quick, blah blah whatever. But it's our defense that I think is gonna make the biggest difference. And I feel like if we make a couple stops in key situations and get a couple points on the board, I actually have us winning 24-20. I'm going against the grain, trying to be somewhat. Yeah, you can roll your eyes all you want. I'm just trying to, I'm going against the grain, but not for any crazy reason. I have my reasons, and I think that if the defense makes a couple key stops and key moments, we can win this game. The point is that I don't think we cannot not win the game. I know you guys are, and I mean, look, your scores aren't necessarily blowouts. We're losing by 10 points. Most of your guys' predictions. So it doesn't mean that the ball can't bounce a certain way and bounce our way for once. Because fuck, bro, this would be huge. This would be a huge fucking win if we made it. I know it won't hurt us either, but it would be huge. I mean, for momentum, for our record, for everything. Just moving forward.
If they win that game, they're going to the playoffs. That's a fact.
That'll be a huge fucking win, and I don't think we're far fetched from making that.
If you win that game, all you got to do is win one of your last three, and you're in.
Well, I want to win the rest of our games. I want to.
Obviously, bro, but I want to get in.
I want to get in, of course. But I just
right now, as of right now, without the Bills playing, we would play the Bills in the playoffs. Isn't that crazy? Like not after this game, but like before this game.
That's actually a matchup that I would want.
I would love that matchup.
I would love to play
way better than Tennessee. Jesus, if we play Tennessee, I'm crying.
To be honest, I was talking to Vic the other day. On paper, it looks like I would actually like to play Tennessee because Tannehill still has the same problems that he had in Miami. Can't feel the pocket. When you blitz him, he loses his shit. He pisses his pants. So I have Brian Flores will absolutely confuse the shit out of him. He will never see what Brian Flores will cook for Tannehill.
And then,
but then I remember that they have Derrick Henry, and he'll have 400 yards of all-purpose. Yeah, all-purpose yards.
He would do what he did against.
But honestly, I'm not gonna trust Tannehill like when teams didn't trust him against when we had him, and I'm stacking the box and saying, hey, bro.
But they tried that.
Number 17 gotta beat me. Number 17 gotta beat me. That's it. And again, if Tennessee plays us, we will be the best defense they face. Except they play Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they play Pittsburgh.
But Pittsburgh don't got corners like us.
But they got a better rush defense, bro. I don't know. Derrick Henry's getting over 150 yards.
But Miami has a luxury that they can stack 6-7 in the box and only put their DBs out there. Pittsburgh doesn't have that.
Possible scenarios who we play,
doesn't have that luxury.
Who you'd want to play.
And Tannehill, bro, Tannehill is Tannehill, man. He's not better, he's not worse. Tannehill is the same guy he was with the Dolphins, just with a better supporting cast.
Who's the second seed?
Kansas City.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh's the first seed.
Well,
God
Pittsburgh,
damn,
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they
now
lost.
that Pittsburgh lost.
And honestly,
I don't want to play either of them.
You could tell me I'm crazy. I'd rather play Pittsburgh, to be honest, because their offense ain't really gonna do shit on us.
And then Kansas City plays Pittsburgh in 2 weeks.
Oh, do they actually play each other?
That's gonna be great.
Nah.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought they didn't.
Listen, all I know is that, fuck, bro. Yeah, honestly, the last team I want to play is Tennessee. I mean, I don't want to play. I don't want to see Derrick Henry.
No,
You see what everyone else does against us in the run, but Derrick Henry would have a field.
My apologies.
No, they don't play. They don't play the Steelers.
They play the Saints.
Yeah, they don't play the Steelers.
Oh my God! There's an Old Spice Derrick Henry commercial, and that's exactly how. This is exactly how we would go.
I don't want to play the Titans. That's one team I don't want to play.
Oh, that's the only team. Derrick Henry, bro, that's it.
You're not
It's
stopping
just it.
Derrick Henry.
But again,
they're going to shorten the game,
I don't
and they're going to
understand
score.
why. I don't understand
Well,
why.
the
Stack
team-
7 in the box, and Tannehill
He's
has
going to
to
get out
beat
of
you.
it, bro.
Oh, they made the
Tannehill gotta
AFC
beat
title.
you.
They made the AFC title game. They destroyed the Ravens last year, so I don't know.
And the Ravens stuffed the box, and he
Exactly.
just ran through people like they weren't even there.
If there's one weakness we have is a defense, is a run defense. Or
Of
look
course.
what Denver did
Of
against us.
We can't stop. They're like the Gators. They can't stop the run.
Oh my
Our
God!
run
And with
defense
our
are-
linebackers, bro. Oh, who's going to tackle him, bro?
No, that guy's a fucking beast, bro. That guy's a fucking crazy.
Man's
All
a
right,
fucking-
so
they dropped in the second round.
you obviously, we all do not. You feel the same about the KC game. I don't. I'm more positive, but that's fine, bro. It's football.
I got
you
two
know what you're
touchdowns.
talking about. So, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens on Sunday. Hopefully, it ends up in a Dolphins victory, and we move forward to 9-4. But again,
That'll
if we don't,
be the best victory Monday.
that would be a great victory Monday. We'll have a great show that day. Definitely. It'll be a great fucking show. Gentlemen,
If Miami wins, if Miami beats Kansas City, they will at the end of that night, they'll be division leaders. Because Buffalo's gonna lose tonight, watch, and then they're gonna lose to Pittsburgh next week.
any parting words for you gentlemen on the way out?
No, sir.
No way, but now going to need defensive MVP last week.
Yeah.
0 targets.
The
Zero targets,
defensive,
zero
the
runs.
defensive
Boom,
MVP.
and
The
with-
defensive MVP was the future defense.
Played
defensive
45% of
MVP.
snaps.
The defensive MVP is the future defensive player of the year.
No way, but not any.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty then. So with that being said, gentlemen, always a pleasure to having you guys on here. I'm sure the fans appreciate the work and the effort that you guys put in, and the fact that you guys get caught up in your shit. You guys show the emotions for your team, and that's a beautiful thing. And we like to bring it for the fans. As long as you keep listening, we'll keep doing it. Gentlemen, you know where to find us. My 1 Cent Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, my1centpodcast@gmail.com, YouTube, hit the bell, subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. You know where to find us. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we're in December, so we're getting close to the holidays. I don't know. We'll get a couple shows in before Christmas, hopefully. But anyway, Christmas is on a Friday, so we should be able to we shouldn't miss any time during the holidays this year.
Right.
I'm not going to see if we don't take any breaks this time. Got to keep this shit pumping, especially if we win on Sunday. We're going to have a lot of shit to talk about. So, gentlemen, again, stay warm this week. It's supposed to get really cold.
Yes, sir.
Always a
Yep.
pleasure. Peace out.